good afternoon, I guess. Today I will be going over the eJPT, that is Junior Penetration Testing path. Not a path, but it is a class that I'm taking in INE by Alexis. I think his YouTube channel is Hackersploit. So I've been going over some of I guess the labs that I'm gonna go over, and today we will go ahead and work on our FTP enumeration. Just know what FTP is. FTP is just a file transfer protocol used for transferring files from one host to another host over a network. FTP operates on a client-server architecture, where the client initiates the connection to the server. I'm pretty sure FTP is on hostess. It should be given to you over there too, but our host would be our target, which is 192.44.156.3. So we will be using this network card right here to initially connect with this target. So let's go ahead and get our service started, right? So you get our service of Postgres SQL start, and then once you start that service, then we will just go ahead and fire up our MSF console. I'll just put Q to quietly start it. This might take maybe 30 seconds to a minute, and then once we have that, we will just create a workspace. Make sure you always create a workspace. We are good now. If you check our DB status, it should be connected to the post SQL. Let's go ahead and clear that out, and then make sure you are connected to. Actually, I would just go ahead and create a new workspace. So I'll just go ahead and kind of find out how would I add workspaces. To switch to a workspace, you just type workspace and the name of the workspace. This right here is like right in my mouth, like so uncomfortable. I'm trying to put it out to the side so you guys can still hear me. Workspace tag A, I'll go ahead and put FTP, and hopefully we are in our FTP right now. So once we have that, we can go ahead and this module will just be auxiliary. So we will be going over the auxiliary module of the Metasploit framework. So we will look for FTP. So we just search for FTP. File transfer protocol. We have more than 491 results, so it's kind of hard to go through 491 options. So what we would do is we will clear that up. Actually, let me go ahead and run it. Let me show you guys something real quick. We will get the exploit versions and the exploit module and the auxiliary module. That's why we are having a lot of options here on the result. So what I would do is just search, and the type would just be auxiliary, and the name would be FTP. That would just, I guess, narrow it down to less hectic results, which is only 44. So then from here we can just choose what we're looking for. For initially, what do they want us to do? They just want us to the best tools for this lab are Metasploit and framework. In this lab environment, you'll be provided with GUI access to Kali machine. Your task is to perform FTP enumeration with a Metasploit. They just want us to do file transfer protocol enumeration. So as a ethical hacker, or if I just pretend to be a hacker, what do I do once I'm connecting? Like, I'm trying to connect with the target and see if I can do some kind of enumeration. So we could do FTP login, but we're not gonna do that right now. We're just looking for some kind of enumeration. FTP version, this is always a good one, just to make sure what kind of version FTP version it runs. So I'll just use 15 because it was on option number 15. So once you do that, you will get you'll be redirected to that specific file. So if you do show options, it kind of shows you what you need to, I guess, set as our hostess, and the other ones are pretty much set already. And our target always going to be this 192. This right here will be our target for the rest of this lab. So I'll go ahead and set G it. Set G. We doing set G because we are setting global variable, so we don't have to set this our host every time we work with this machine. So once we are good, you can do show options to check again that everything is good, and you just run it. When you run it, it'll just give you exactly what kind of file transfer protocol this machine is running. The version is 220 Pro FTPD 1.3.5A server. This is very pertinent information because that's something that we will be documenting and we will be using in our future. I guess we could reference back to it when we work on other like vulnerabilities that we might find. You can always like search, copy this, well, once you document it, and look for any vulnerabilities based on this exact specific, version of the file transfer protocol. That's a good thing. The other thing that we probably have from the list is something as in we can do brute force, but this is TFTP, not the actual FTP. Okay, we have FTP login. That's something that I'm gonna check out again. What else do they have? They gotta have something, another thing too. Alright, let's go ahead and search 12. Use 12. Now we are, instead of in the version, we are in the login directory. If we do show options, it kind of shows you what you need to get done. We would need a username pass file to get started. Username pass file is file containing users and passwords. So I'll go ahead and for the pass file, a file containing passwords. So I'll go ahead and set the pass file, and it should be in our user share metasploit data word list and usernames. Actually, my bad. Let me go ahead and list what I have there. What's going on? I cannot type for shit today. Word. Nah, not word list. I'm sorry. Metasploit data. Word list. And we have, I just need the username for FTP. So we just use common users. Let's go ahead and user, common users. And I'll set our, damn, I messed up. I lied. That pass file is supposed to be, this should have been set for, what I just set up should have been set for, yeah, for not pass file, but to user file. Yeah, this should have been set for user file, not pass file. User file, and then you set your pass file and user share metasploit data word list, and we'll just use common passwords. Common passwords. You can just clear that out and show you guys my options. So for our options, we have anonymous login is false. We have the pass file, which is the specific file containing the passwords, one per line. This will be our common passwords that we will be going through. And user file, we have already set that up, which is the file containing usernames, one per line. So let's go ahead and run that. Hopefully it would work. Yeah, it looks like it is working. It's trying sysadmin your face, sysadmin Yahoo, All these ones are not working, so it just goes through all of them until it finds something. This is, I think, running in verbose mode, so you can turn it off, or you can set a Boolean um, value, so you can turn it to false or true, to discover, or to look at the results, the output. If you just want the output, when it has found a password, then you just set the verbose to false. This might take a little couple of minutes to run through, so you can just wait for it. The other one that we have found, I'm sorry, I should have never touched it. Okay, I'll just let it run. Hopefully, it will just find us some kind of password. For some reason, it's only trying the sysadmin as a username, not anything else. Let me go ahead and control C that real quick. Show options. Why is it only using sysadmin? That password should contain, the username should contain more than sysadmin. Let me go ahead and let me go ahead and instead of ls, I'll just put cat. Oh damn, yeah. Sysadmin Rudy demo is the only thing they can have. That's why it's kind of running through sysadmin now. I guess. Should I still run it? It's gonna take a while though. It's gonna take at least 5 minutes, but you get the idea. You just set your pass file and your user file, and it goes through it one by one, and it will try to see if they can brute force and get you a username and password for file transfer protocol login. And we have our version, and then if this one of the password works, we'll have our password and the username. That is part of the file transfer protocol. Yeah, that is our file transfer protocol enumeration phase. I'm pretty sure that's all they have in their solution as well. Let's go open the lab, and then we just check if it's alive. I mean, if it's live, then you start your MSF console. We did our scanner FTP version. That's exactly what we did. And then we have found it. That's exactly what we found. And then file transfer protocol login. That's exactly what we did. We did common users. And damn, I should have used Unix passwords for a better one. And you run it, and then it would finally find something. And then use auxiliary scanner FTP anonymous. This will be, we can now log into FTP server with credentials we obtained from file transfer protocol. This can be done through the use of FTP client on Kali Linux. So you can just put FTP in the IP address or the name of the the associated the name with that IP address, and then it would tell you to put your username and password, and you just put that username and password. But this right here is this is not the file that I used. So for the password, I should use Unix password.txt. So I'll just go ahead and pause that real quick. And Unix passwords. For this one, I should use Unix passwords. Unix passwords.txt, and if you run it, it might take a little while, but you should be getting that password. And until this goes through like every possible, but let me see. Yep, we found our password here, successful. And the password, our username is sysadmin, and the password is this right here. So we have our let me see, FTP, and then boom, name. So they want us to get the name. Sysadmin is the name, and the password is 654321. Boom. As soon as we do that, we are logged in, and we are in the file transfer protocol. And we have actually another one. Rudy is the name, and QWERTY is the. So, QWERTY is a funny password. This is another password that we have found. And then you just let it finish and then see if we can find more other username and password. Then once you have your username and password, you can always log in to that file transfer protocol using that same port. By default, it will be using port 21, and that's about it. I will go back and I'll go over other enumeration methods, not file transfer protocol, but other enumerations that would help us in our day-to-day, like penetration testing, any certifications, or even real life penetration testing jobs that we do. So I'll see you guys in the next room.